Hi everybody, my name is Stephanie Thiessen and I'm your GelMoment independent distributor. Today I'm going to show you how to do this really cool kind of 80s inspired manicure with the kind of funky leopard print design. So I have a nail stick here that just has lovey-dovey on it. So this is 2 coats of lovey-dovey, and we're going to take our colors, and so we're going to use Sublime, Sensational, Lady in a Dress, and Raven's Kiss for our design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of our colors that we're going to use, and I'm just going to put it on top of the lamp. Now the reason I put it on top of the lamp is because the top of the lamp isn't going to see any of the light from curing, so we won't have any of this polish curing on us. So this is where I like to put my colors, or if I am using my silicone mat like this one here, I will just put it in an area where the polish won't be exposed to the LED light and it won't cure on you. So we'll just put these couple dots here. So this is a really easy design that you can do. It's really fun too. You can change up the colors, do a bunch of different colors that you maybe wouldn't normally do a combination of, or you can just keep it really simple with just plain like brown and black, or like a gray and black, whatever you're feeling. But today we're going to do a bit of an 80s inspired look. So I'm going to take my nail stick and I'm going to use my dotting tool from the GelMoment creativity set, and what I have this one here is kind of a small on the small end, so I have kind of a smaller tip on this end with a really small tip on this end. So we're going to go with the smaller size. I'm just going to move my lamp a little bit out of the way so I can show you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our colors that we're going to use and we're going to start by putting them in the spots that we want them. So let's start with our Sensational. And let's put a little dot down here. So I'm just going to fill this in here, this area, and it doesn't need to be a perfect circle. It doesn't even need to be a circle at all. Let's maybe put a little spot up here just to make a nice square or a circle, kind of not perfect, but kind of in the general area. And maybe we'll do another one kind of over here. There we go. So now I'm just going to wipe off the excess on a cleansing pad, and then we're going to go with another color. Now if you wanted to, you could flash cure it underneath the lamp for about 10 seconds so that those colors are set there and they're not going to go away, and you aren't going to smudge them if you're worried about smudging them. But I'm just going to keep going with the different colors that I've got here. So now we have our Sublime. Put that in there. And we want to make sure that these dots, these spots, are not too thick. If they're too thick, they won't cure fully and they will end up bubbling, and we don't want that to happen. Just going to put in there a little bit more. I think that's good. I'm going to wipe that off. And then we'll go ahead with our Lady in a Dress. We'll put a little spot down here. And maybe a bit of a bigger one in the middle here. So there we go. We've got our spots. Kind of looks like a weird polka dot, but that's what we want it to look like right now. So now we're going to take that and we're going to give it a full cure. So a full 45 seconds under the lamp to cure that. And I'm going to take my Raven's Kiss. My bottle is well used, and I'm going to put a little dab on the top of my lamp here as well. Just make sure that I don't expose it to the light. There we go. You don't need very much. The more you put on there, the more you're going to waste when you wipe it off after you're done. And all you have to use is a cleansing pad or a little bit of rubbing alcohol to clean off the top of your lamp, and then it'll be nice and clean, and that polish will just really easily wipe off. If it does happen to cure because you're using an LED selfie ring, you can easily just pick it off too. So there we go, we have our cured spots. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our smallest tip on our dotting tool, and we're going to take the black, which is the Raven's Kiss, and we're going to take it a little bit on there. And now what we're going to do is just kind of put a little edge on each dot. And you just kind of go with where you want to. It doesn't need to be perfect. So I'll do kind of a half circle on that one. And then this one we'll do a bit on both sides here. And now you could go ahead and flash cure again when you have a couple of those spots that you really like, that you are happy with, or you can just continue along until you are totally done, all of them. Just keep going here. So it's a really easy design to kind of just create and have fun with. Like I said, you could do it just with the regular kind of leopard print colors that you normally see, or you can do something funky like this with some brighter colors. And if you mess up, you can always just really easily wipe it off and start over again. So I'm going to do a third kind of circle on this one. Make those a little bit smaller on the edges. Just fill in the spots that are maybe aren't quite as dark as you'd like them to be. And there's no perfect way to do this. This is just, you put the spots in the place that you want them to. You kind of create that look with the edging on the sides, with the black with the raven's kiss. And if they kind of end up running into each other, that's okay too. Kind of adds a little bit of a blended spot there. And we'll go here on this side. A bit more. Make that spot just a tad bigger. So there we go. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to flash cure this. So that's about a 10-second cure. And then what I'm going to do is do the middle spots. You can see on mine here, you can see I have, I've done the edges around each of the colored spots, and then I have kind of almost a little bit of a crisscross kind of design in between each one. This one's a bit of a kind of a Y almost, and that sort of fills up the nail a little bit with that kind of fun, funky pattern. So 10-second flash cure on that. And now we're just going to take our small end of our dotting tool again. We're just going to kind of fill in those spots. And you can make them darker by, you can go over them again with the Raven's Kiss after you do a full cure. Or you can just add a little bit more when you're working with it to make it a bit of a darker kind of coloring, a bit more pronounced of that black. And it's just fun. You just kind of add this wherever you want to just fill in with a little bit of filler in between all of these dots. You can also add more of the dots, the colored dots, the colored leopard print to fill it up a bit more and have more colored areas instead of having more of kind of these filler shapes. Do one more here. And you can flash cure in between these as well. If you are worried about smudging them, or you get a couple that you're like, oh, I really like that, and you want to keep those, then you can flash cure it really easily, and then you don't have to worry about smudging them. So I'm just going to make this one more of a, there we go. So now I'm going to do a full cure on that so that it is fully cured, all of those dots and all the way around the spotted designs. And then I'm going to take Clearly Frisky, and I'm just going to do a clear coat over top to seal in. When you do any sort of design on a solid surface of polish, it will create ridges and bumps. So when you use Clearly Frisky, you just kind of seal all of those in so it's nice, one solid layer, and you don't have parts of the polish that might flake off earlier than others. So Clearly Frisky is nice to be able just to seal it all in and keep your design nice and neat for the entire length of your manicure. So there we go. We'll pop Clearly Frisky over top. A nice even coat over the whole nail. I'm doing it a bit thicker on my nail stick here just so that I have complete even coverage. You'd want to make sure that you're using a nice thin coat over the whole length of your nail and making sure that you're just sealing that all in and then capping afterwards as well. And then your nail design will be done. So you can see how easy that is. I'll go ahead and cure that after I'm done with the video, but super, super simple to create a really fun, unique design on your manicure, add a little bit of creativity and just have some fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.